Now, our guest today needs no introduction, but in case you live in a cave and you don't know who I'm talking about, she's been Miss Tourism, she's been on Big Brother Africa, she's a radio personality, she tried singing for a while, we'll talk about that like later, and she's the inventor of Kwamboxing. I'm talking about none other than Sheila Kwambox.
Yay!
Pale kuna meza wezi.
But you can Kwambox, you know.
When I'm just on the facts.
But Kwambox na mikono.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Now, Mr. Kurin address Jane Bond.
Oh, sorry, Jane. Ooh, guys.
Jane,
go, guys.
Excuse me.
Go to her Instagram and just see the picture she posted. Are you like now dabbling into acting?
No.
Okay.
What are you talking?
Unaweza Jane Bond inaweza.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
No, but I gotta say, man, shout out to that lady, man. She absolutely made. Unajua hata sijawacha hiyo video yote.
Hujawatch ile ya Jane nani Mugo.
Pali anafanya yote kondo nikasema bas.
Ishi hapa.
Bus. Yeah. So I mean, shout out to you.
She's inspiring. She's inspiring
Super,
people.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like honestly, but guys, like let's be real. If a gangster is trying to get something from you, between my kapow and that babe, who you calling? Who you calling? You know you're calling me.
Let's give them our number. 111 444 111. You tell us.
Honestly,
Kwambia, who are you choosing?
Omono dem akikik. Lakini kuland kwa ground akona cushion. Hey, mimi kiland kwa ground kitu hapo. Lakini she bounced so well. She bounced
back.
I gotta give her credit for bouncing back, but the kicks zero.
You can do the kicks better.
Yeah.
Wow, as in, listen, I could kick a gangster. I'm just saying, but don't call me. I'll call you.
Okay, so now
let's just go straight into the interview and find who is Kwamboka.
That's the big question.
Yes, that's the big question. Who is this person?
That's a very interesting question, actually. I never think about that. I think I'm a lover of life. I try to do this journey as best as I can.
Yes.
I'm not perfect, but the one thing about me is I never stop. I just keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think if there was something to be said about me, kwa unakuja kudanganya kwa funeral yangu naweza sema alikuwa hard working. Udem alikuwa hard working. If you have no other lie, you can just say alikuwa hard working.
For sure. Yeah. That way you won't roll in your grave.
Yeah.
Okay, sawa.
Mawongo tutataka ukweli.
Yeah.
So take us back a bit from before Big Brother Africa. What was happening for you to be like, you know what?
Let me
try this
thing. It's interesting. I was actually a journalist.
Okay.
I was a.
So that's what you studied?
No.
Okay.
No, interesting.
Okay.
I did not study journalism,
Okay.
but I found myself as a reporter.
Yeah.
There was this new TV station that was starting K24, and they were looking for news reporters. So mimi nilikuwa nafanya modeling hiyo time. Nikaambiwa hebu kuja nini. Nikafika hapo, alafu wakaanza kuuliza maswali nikasema, "Oh, hii iko ya kukatuka." And so, I did the interview and I aced it. And they were like, all right, cool, you start, So I found myself as a news reporter. I actually covered post-election violence. During that era, I was, a news reporter. I did that. It was, it was great, and it was the worst time of my life as well. So after I did that, I knew that I wanted a break from TV. And when I took that break, my friend had sort of applied on online for Big Brother, and she just kept asking me, how tall are you? And she filled this whole thing in and sent, and of course I was like, kila Mkenya na sister yake wame apply, say target, and also like mi najijua mazee, mi auditions si doing well. So me I wasn't waiting for anything, but at that point when I left my job, they just give me a call and I was like, hiya. So then I went and did it.
Wow. For real, that was it.
I mean, I at that point I didn't have a job.
Yeah,
remember?
Like, why not?
Sasa nilisema 3-month vacation, pali silipi rent. Ay, kwa nini? Na wananunua food.
Yes.
Twende.
But Kwamboka, that moment where you had not planned to be a journalist, and you actually walked into that room thinking you're gonna go for maybe catwalk classes or whatever, but now you've been told it's your job.
Yeah.
How was that moment like? Because this is not something that you had planned to do, but then this is it's guided you in your journey now to basically just find someone else that was in you but you didn't see it.
Yeah. All right. I joke a lot. I didn't know it was a TV interview.
Okay.
I knew there was
Okay.
You should not take everything with a pinch of salt.
All right.
But, especially when I'm smiling. But I always knew, like, since I was a kid, I always knew that the voice in the radio and that person in the TV, I wanted to be them.
Yeah.
I knew that I had a career there somewhere, but I knew storytelling was my thing. But I can tell you that news, especially my experience, the year that I did news was very, very, it was, unajua umetupanda ndani ya deep end. Mimi nilitupanda ndani ya ocean.
Wow.
The deepest part of the ocean.
You swim.
Yeah, because it was, you know, when you're starting out your career, at least we interview my press conference, see kuona my dead bodies, you know, I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
So it was a lot, but I knew it was part of my journey, but I knew at that point it needed to end. I didn't know what I was going to do next, but I knew if I don't stop doing this at this moment, I'm going to crash. And so I needed to leave that. But I mean, everything else, I try, with my life, I just try to stay focused and just try the next adventure. I'm never worried to try the next adventure.
Okay. But talking about, I'm sorry, Joyce, but let me just ask. So, you've been thrown in the deepest part of the ocean, and now you're seeing all these dead bodies, and you still have to cover these stories. So did you suffer from PTSD? And by the way, our viewers, if you don't know, PTSD, it's post-traumatic stress disorder. Did you suffer from that? Did you need therapy if you did?
Well, there's so many parts in my life that need therapy.
You and me both.
That was one of them, for sure. But you know, funny enough, at that point, I didn't know. And I did have more than 3 near-death experiences.
What?
Oh my God.
And when I mean near-death, I mean
near-death.
Death. Like,
What? Even to Naisha.
Siningekula ile kuku yenye kwa
Yeah,
fridge.
yeah,
Ningekula.
yeah.
Wallahi, ningekula, you know. But so when I left K24, at that time, that was the station, I didn't, you know, it was not like, okay, you know what, I'm stressed. No, it was like Big Brother.
You are like, next.
It was like, okay, I'm done with that. I've
next.
stayed out for 4-5 months. What's next? And it just happened. So the next adventure. But after Big Brother, because the trauma of Big Brother, that's the other thing that guys usually just think
it's easy.
You know the pressure that you get off social media? Now just imagine that. You know, plus social media. You know, it was a lot. So after that is when I realized, hey, nyewe kuna vitu mob nina deal nazo. So you know, started talking to people. But yeah, that was the first time I knew that I had gone through some stuff when I was a reporter.
And I told myself I would have to bring this up because watching this, I was showing Nana this video the other day. So Video girl.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
Were you like riding on the high of like, oh yeah, I'm just from Big Brother Africa, I can sing? Like what happened there?
Guys, let me tell you something. No. So here's the truth, right? I've always loved singing. I have a really great voice. But umekuwa na pressure.
Pressure for what now?
So you're there, you're young, you know, and every young artist will tell you when you're starting out, you're just trying to figure out how you sound, you know. And keep in mind, even before Video Girl, I'd been in choirs. It's a very interesting fact. I was a choir master. In a big church here, I was saved. I also did, I was in a rock band.
Oh wow.
And before that, I had, after the rock band, I did a single, a hit song that hit in the gospel scene.
Really?
Under a different name.
Okay.
So
what was the name?
You need to ask about
what was your name before. We need to know.
Tell us the name.
Yeah, man. Sister Sheila.
No. Hiyo lazima ufanye research.
Tell us.
No. So it's very interesting. So I'd done my, like, music was always a part of me. Even in school, like, I always knew, like, you know, dancing, singing, it was my thing. But then when I left Big Brother, oh my God. Unajua venye watu ni wamin. Watu ni wa baddest. Nimetoa ngoma hivi kwa sababu, you know, now you're supposed to be like winning. You're supposed to be the cutest girl, the richest girl, the everything girl. Kila kitu unafaa kuwa the best. Kwa nafikiri mama yangu ni Queen Elizabeth. Anyway, so I went all the way till Nigeria. I recorded some songs here, including Video Girl. So it was recorded by Ogopa. And at that point, I was just like, I needed a song out. So when I got to Nigeria, we shot the video, and it really cost me a pretty buck, guys. Shooting that video was a nightmare. It's a whole other show in itself. And put it out, and the feedback. At that point, it wasn't even constructive. It was just guys like, you know, like now Chat Sport here is just like, oh, let me bring you the news. Kwambox, I'm in the Nigeria, and I may drop video. Do you hate it or do you not hate it? You know, so it was like, guys just bashed. And so, you know, what it did for me, because I also didn't have, like, this was also a new space. Like I told you, I dive in head first. I'm like, all right, so what up? I got in there and I realized a lot of things. I realized, wow, this is where a lot of artists' dreams die. And so I didn't take my pain and say, you know what, you guys, I'm not doing music anymore. I was like, I'm going to ensure that every other artist after me will not go through
because you actually laughed about it, because that's why I'm laughing, because you were like, I'll show you something like you won't believe. Then you showed me the video and you're laughing about it. I was like, what?
And then came the birth of Industry 9.
Yes.
Talk to us about that, the experience. You guys had been moving from town to town, transversing our
someone over
with me.
Joyce Minor.
With me. Fun times.
So this was actually out of passion. Like I've told you, the story just goes, I released my song. I didn't have a good time. In fact, it was really like, wow. You know, and then people don't understand that there's no, you know, like when you start a new job, there's someone holding your hand. With music, it's not like that. Nikao na swim na sharks. Na say no, shark. Excuse me.
Do you know that
So it was bad. So when I started Industry 9, it was just out of passion. It was like, if you're an artist out there, you're having the same experience, let's come together. Let's, you know, learn from other people here. Wacha kungevya tu hapo kwa nyumba, kuja ufanye something. And so went across the country, and I'm proud to say that in the 6 years that I've done this, I've trained over 1,000 artists. One-on-one. Like tumekaa, tumesema, okay, shida kwa wapi? Tufanye hivi. This is how you do social media. This is, So it was passion.
Really
wow, that's amazing. Yeah, but before I go on a short break, I'm sure you all know that she's a radio presenter who works at Vibes. So we just want to show you a little clip of what she does.
Let me ask you, are you the
Welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Did you see that? Did you see the energy? So let me sample just a few of our feedback from our Facebook page. Jep Linda anasema, hey girls, Linda here. Kwambox is such an energetic woman. Love her spirit, good voice, and amazing personality. Mwingine anasema, Saseni my empress, that's Felix Moreithi. Ambia Kwambox ako fun loving and cute and kama ako na mtu. Now, I don't know if you're willing to answer that. Kuna muru?
Oh, well, niko na mtu to my left.
I see what you did. I see.
Hizo ni maswali watu ulizanga
wase uliza si anataka kunini
anataka kushoot shot.
No, we always advocate for people
shooting
to shoot their shot. And maybe this could be one, you know. Maybe you're not wearing any bulletproof and that shot is gonna be...
Guys, this is Nairobi. Like, whether you're married, you're single, you're together...
So should we sing Nairobi now?
Nairobi ukwanga tu, ujasikia hiyo wimbe nani Benson? Hiyo hata usiulize mtu kako single na mliza wewe, tunaenda. Iman
anasema Jane is determined woman who has carved a niche. I think he's talking about Jane.
Let me read some of the SMSs as well. There's someone who's saying, hi girls, loving the show. I also enjoy Kwambox. She is so inspiring and fierce, and her videos on IG, I wish I could watch them all day long. This is, she's not said her name, but she said hashtag girl power, hashtag positive vibes. Alafu kuna mtu mwingine anasema, hey ladies, you look so amazing. Sheila, I love your energy. It's a whole vibe. Very true. And someone who's saying, ladies, you're looking spicy. Say hi to Kwambox. Love her shows, sana. Well, kind of fans.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. So would you say, did Kwamboxing start with the accelerator, like the trend?
No, actually. No.
But that's the one that made you like viral. So here's the thing. A lot of people ask me, okay, so what's kapow was Kwamboxing?
I think in with the journey that I've just guziad kidogo, my life has always been, you know, like it's seasons, everything is seasons. And I reached a point in my life a couple of years ago, I think like 3-4 years ago, and I'd like, my career was going okay. I had a good radio show. You know, you're doing your thing, and radio is something that I've always loved, wanted to do. And so I reached this place, and I just felt like I feel like I'm ready for a new challenge. So I remember I took a trip down. I went to Zanzibar for a week, and it was quite a nice silence trip. And I was like, by the time I leave here, I want my maker to have told me wagwan, because I feel like I need a new challenge. So funny enough, let me tell you, you know the way they say like ask and you shall receive. I didn't like ndege hata ikuland. Nilifika tu hivi the answer. Niliona tu ocean hivi. Answers zikakuja tu pap, you're going to quit your job. Pap, you're going to start this, you're going to do this. So for me, by the time I left that trip, I knew there was 3 things I wanted to do. Because like I think in life you have to like, make it in point form at some point, And so for me, it was very simple. I wanted to travel the world. I wanted to sign checks. And I wanted to, inspire people. I wanted to give people hope. And I knew, like, when you know something, and I was like, okay, but I want to do TV, but I want to do radio, but I want to, start a TV show or something. But it's like, as long as it has those 3 tenets, we're good to go. So it and it's so funny, like when you get that message, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. As soon as you just start kidogo, it goes. Like you're just saying, okay, so you guys, hi, I'm going to dance, and guys like, oh my God, your dance inspires me, and I'm like,
what?
Wow.
And so it then became a thing, and it is part of my lifestyle. It's like, so if I'm doing something, it better be helping me travel the world, it better be helping me sign checks, and it better be inspiring people.
So are you going to be starting a TV show?
Yes, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm very excited. I'm very excited, guys. So I think Kenya is one of those countries that we're very forward, want to know what's happening in the world, and information is power. But you realize, like, most of our young people, we don't, like, when's the last time you watched the news? God is watching you. God is watching.
Maybe like if I happen to see it in the makeup room, and I can look at the headline.
Exactly. And headline news is not news. You need to know what's going on. If you don't know what's going on, then you're just like in a boat. Nakwambia tumefika. Okay, tunashuka.
Information is power. But
but when you look at, like, okay, so what are African youth watching? Like, where are they getting their news? You're either getting it on social media, or if you're really, really wanting to know, you are watching things like Daily Show. You probably watch
love Daily Show, Trevor.
Of course you do. Because you want to know about America, but you don't. But where do you get information? Imagine
social
a
media
Daily
and
Show
Twitter.
that could bring you news about Africa.
That's true.
Right? Because there's a lot of Africans who
We
watching
actually have one here also.
Daily Show. But for me, I'm putting like a weekly, and also bringing the spin to the comedy, and just literally just looking at guys. You guys, man, 2 billion is what we lose every day. You know what it is. We're rich. We're rich.
Wow.
So just bring some of this news and make it like fun, because my background is news. That's where I started from. So I'm just trying to bring it full circle and just tell guys, yo, this is something that means something to me. If you're gonna sit with me, you better be informed. You better know what time it is, and you better have a chance to laugh at it.
But let me take you a little bit
But when does
back.
it start, though? So what people
Keep it right here. We are just here.
Okay.
So just follow her, because I don't know what
follow.
this means.
So let me take you back to your radio days at Homeboys. I think back in the day, we never got to see our reporters and our our radio personalities, because we didn't. It was somehow like nika uko nyuma. But then, to me, you sort of like revolutionized now radio to now be, I wanted to know what Kwamboka is dancing to today. I wanted to see how she dances with the guest. So how is that like? How do you create this connection, this, what is it called, chemistry with your host, not host,
the fans.
Fans. It's not even fans. It's fans, followers. It's who you host.
Well, I think nowadays, and I always say this, like, guys, you can't just do this TV show and then just end it there. You have to do social media. You have to do media. Like, you have to be everywhere. And plus, when people meet you out there, you have to be like, oh, hi, Switch TV Joyce. Pleasure to meet you. It's like you can't have a down moment. That's just what media has become. When I started radio, there was no pressure to show yourself on Instagram or Twitter, but like now it's there. But I think at the end of the day, the content is king. And I don't go out of my way to create content. I create content that's within
your reach.
That's true to you.
I'm going to just show you what I'm doing, and then you're going to enjoy it. So I don't really have pressure. At the end of the day, the person that I focus the most is my listener and what they're gonna get. For my guests, because I do a breakfast show, the dancing is mandatory, guys. Let me tell you something.
True. It's very true.
It's a secret, which is coming out here on Switch TV.
Exclusive.
Umeiongelesha, unajua, there are different kinds of morning people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds who don't
There's
like
that
talk,
one. There's that one who's like me, who's just like, oh my god, let's
What's
go kill
up?
the world.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's that one who's just like, oh my god,
Maria
so
Tangabi.
mtu ameng'ang'ana na traffic,
alafu
hata
anakuja
hajamaliza
na
kubrush
amechoka.
meno, amechoka, akona information lakini hajisikii. Bado mdomo haijafunguka.
Yeah.
So you have to do that dance. I don't care who you are. You have to do a bit of the dance.
Yeah,
By the time you
you
sit down,
shake
you're
it
like, oh
off.
my god, today's the best day. Let's talk.
Yeah.
So that it helps with the, I mean, the creativity comes from, you see a situation and you're like, okay, how do I make this fun? Because for me, at the end of the day, if it's not fun, why?
Yeah. And what are some of the challenges you faced, like, throughout, like, your journey in the industry?
There are too many.
Name a few.
Oh my god. First, can I just say there are more challenges than successes.
That's true.
And I think it's important. It's important for people who are watching this to know that usika hapo ukifikiria ati mimi niko na perfection inaendelea. Just reverse. No. For every win, I think there's like 99 losses.
Yeah.
You know, even when I was doing industry night, the part I've not told you is how I used to lose money. I used to lose so much money.
Oh my god.
But I'd wake up and I'd just say, you know what, there's that artist who needs this. You know, so it was something I was passionate about. And so, and there's so many lessons I learned from there, so many connections I made, so much money I ended up making off of people I met while I was doing that, while I was sacrificing.
Yes.
And, you know, you just have to learn to pick yourself up and go. I've been like flat broke so many times, like because you're trying to do something that, you know, makes sense to you. I've been flat broke because there's no job. You know, you've had to make those adjustments in life, you know, go back down, build back up. I've even, well, no, Johnny Litoka Big Brother. The bottom sasa. Nimetoka Big Brother. This was, I think, the first time, 2008. Interesting fact, I did Big Brother twice.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did you do the
First time.
All-Stars?
Yes.
Did
so
you
I
do
was
the
called back to
All-Stars?
You didn't do
All-Stars,
it.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So the first time I went in, like I told you, I'd finished K24, nimeenda, nimepata pap, niko kwa
Big
TV
Brother.
show, niko hapa, hata sijui hii show ni nini uendeleanga, as in niko petition, as in I knew, but I didn't know that people were scheming, and you know, I was just there, I was like, woo!
Yeah.
I brought
Yay.
Yeah, very hi.
Bed, no rent.
You know, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
When I left, I didn't expect the windfall of fame. There was so everywhere you go, guys was like, oh my god, Kwambox.
Yeah.
But then the thing, I didn't have money. I was broke.
Yeah.
I was broke. And
You're
then
famous with no money.
Oh my.
That's the
guys,
worst.
that's
the
the
worst thing you can ever be is
worst.
famous with no money. And then the worst, nile yani ata ule shop, ata wapi hawezi jificha.
Imagine.
Everywhere.
Like,
Usema, okay, let me go to Uganda. Pap everywhere.
Yeah.
So it was so bad, and I remember one day I was, cause me, I'm always on the grind. I'm just like, what? We don't have money. Let's keep it moving. You know? Let's find the next thing to do. So I was on my grind. I got a job, and it wasn't like the best job. It was like literally, so I remember I was, I hate driving. Miss Penangi Matatu. Yes.
She said it.
Mimi sipendangi matatu kwa sababu sitoshangi. Si ati niko na maringo.
Ni mrefu by the
Mimi
way.
ni mrefu. Kukaa kwa matatu inakuanga torture.
Stress.
Like magoti ziko hapa.
Exaggerate.
It's bad, guys. It's bad.
Yeah.
So niko hapo kwa stage ya matatu. Sayo my parents used to say Ndoni. So hapa nime move home sasa sina mbele wala nyuma. So I moved home and I'm working. So I'm there niko kwa stage. I think it's commercial or somewhere. So hapo kwa stage. Alafu unapata kuna mademu wawili wengine hapo wameringa yote.
Yote akingoja kuingia hapo mbele.
Ati si ule ule demu wa Big Brother.
Ay.
Na ako hapa na matatu. Udem si alipanda ndege yake na paka. Udem the whole time I'm just listening and they're just looking at me. And let me tell you, that thing really taught me.
It got to you.
It really, I'm really grateful. I know those girls are watching. Girls, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, look at me now.
It's me.
Yeah.
Siko kwa matatu. It really shaped my character because I remember I went home and oh my god, unajua uko na
Kiwaru.
Niko tu hapa yani kuna a bunch of tears zinataka kutoka. And I remember I got home and I told my mom, as in honestly, siwezani. And she's like, yo, our dem wamekuja hapo wamekupikia. Do they know how you're getting dressed? Do they feed you? Do they know where you're planning to go? Forget about them. Do your thing.
But
And I did my thing. And it was so like, you can see everybody's looking at you everywhere you go and they're trying to figure your financial situation out, but that thing growth character, it made me who I am today.
I can only imagine,
thank
but
you so much
we need to
for
wind
coming.
up the show. Unfortunately, our time together is over, but
Wameni
so
wrap up.
like
just
tell them
tuambie
real
social
quickly where
media.
to find you.
Kwambox.
Everywhere.
It's Kwambox on Instagram.
Yeah.
On Facebook, Sheila Kwambox. And in person, just say hi.
Oh, hi.
And bye.
Us, it's hi and goodbye, right? So
Yes.
guys, see you tomorrow. Tunawapenda sana. And also at 10:30. We love
Tunawapenda.
you. We love you. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.